Hey, it's Wednesday. Gainesville, the fog is finally lifted. We got a crazy weird echo delay through this PA system, so ignore that. It's freaking freaky. All right, we just got parked. We camped out there in the field earlier and got here about 8 o'clock last night, set up camp, cooked some dinner, had some frosty beverages, got some sleep. Got up this morning, cooked breakfast, and now we're gonna, like I said, the fog is finally lifted, and we are ready to see some action because we got rained out yesterday, and we are not getting rained out anymore this week, we hope. We're gonna walk around, look at some of these cars. Look at this beautiful 57 wagon. This thing is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, I love it.
Please remove your headgear as Faith Wanaka is going to lead us in the world's most beautiful song. Please place the flag and show us our national anthem.
All right, they're doing the national anthem. All right, back to the cars. God bless America. We can do these kind of things. All right. Again, this car is just, I love shoebox Chevys. 57 Chevys, 55 Chevys, my favorite. Man, it's a beautiful car. Can't see in really good because of the tint, but it's a beautiful car. Y'all made it. What's happening? You want to talk to the camera for a second about your breakdown yesterday? No, you do? All right, I won't put you on the spot. Another 57 Chevy. Another one here. It's a 4-door. The back handle off of it, make it look like a 2-door. You know, you can take a 4-door and you can make it a 2-door because it's the same body. It's just I'm not an expert on it, but I think you can weld all this up, change the post around or some crap. I can't remember how you do it, but see how this one is, see how this one is. You can make that look like that. Just buy a 2-door. This black one's beautiful. Tom Bailey's ice cream truck.
I wouldn't say, I would not take so ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are seeing the people run too fast, let me tell you why.
Oh yeah, thanks. Forgot what I was wearing.
Some of these people have never run in conditions. They got the smell on the right hand side, you got to coach the left front wheel a little bit. 134.
These old Chryslers. Shelby Charger. I was a Dodge mechanic back in the day. I used to have to work on that stuff.
He just slowed it down to the 11. I guarantee you, he used up half the brakes. 1072, 129 there for the GTO. Not too shabby. That's a good pass. Talk about Chevy versus Ford matchup coming up here, Adam. For the difference here. Yeah, we're talking about the Boss 302. That's the modern style Boss, built on the Coyote, so they kind of hopped it up a little bit. That's the car over on the left-hand side. They offered it in specific colors. But how about the blue?
A little bit of a different setup at Gainesville here. We got all the cars stacked up like cordwood, so you can see them all pretty easy.
New thing look like the old thing, but still act like the new thing? Yeah. Chris Goodnow, that's the guy that's wheeling little Chevy 2 on the Budweiser side of the racetrack. Kind of out there in front, but the Mustang is trying to stay with him. Tell you what, it's going to be close at the top end. Maybe the Chevy 2 pulls it out, 1225, 105. Sitting here trying to find out where the Mustang guy is, and they're all over my sheet. I'll tell you what, I can't know everything. It's a tough deal to find everybody. Yeah, Brian Smith, that's the guy. What did he run? 15, 13, 16? Yeah, he must have missed a year. Yep, could have. And just keep in mind, all these racers need to get a better than a 1 second reaction time, so hopefully we see really good side-by-side racing all day. No, I agree. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to look at them as we're grouped together, and I'll tell you what.
Awesome little roadster. I think I've decided to put a roots blower on the El Camino. There's nothing cooler than a roots blower. Yeah, they may not be as efficient as a turbo or a Pro Charger, but they're just cool as hell. All right, my turn to interview you.
Dude, I'm in.
Here with my buddy Mike Narks. He's with Drag Driver Pete and Narcoleptic Customs. They had a little issue with the Ford Coupe yesterday. Y'all want to tell us about the little breakdown situation?
Oh my God, dude. So, 4 hours of repair, roadside. The car started breaking up real bad after we drove through. How much rain? 2 hours of rain.
Yeah, a lot of
right?
rain.
So we were like, okay, it just needs to be cleaned out. Well, then it would not get right. It just wouldn't get any better. So it kept getting worse, actually, but just incrementally, right? So we put plugs in it. That took a few minutes in a sandy parking lot, and then we put a cap on it. Then we put a mod. We took the cap off.
After bad advice from me.
Well, no. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. What happens is you're like, okay, it's got to be spark. Then your mind only thinks spark. You don't go to fuel next, right? So we did a cap.
Well, we asked fuel pressure.
Well, yeah.
And you had it though, which was crazy.
Yeah, and we'll explain that in just a second because it's the way it works out in life. So we put 2 caps on it. We did module. We did new rotor. Changed spark plugs. Tried all that kind of stuff. It still wouldn't run right. It'd run right for a few minutes, then it'd get quiet, or then it'd get loud. Then it would get it just fall on its face. And after it did that, you were done. So come on up. So we're driving along, right? It's dark as all get out. It's 8 o'clock at night. We've been fighting it for 3 hours. Well, the fuel pressure sensor fuel pressure gauge comes off of the Y here. So if you've got fuel to here, you're going to have good pressure. The problem was this was you couldn't blow through this at all. So we're excited to see what it runs today because we actually have all of our fuel pressure.
Yeah, it's going to flow a lot better now.
Yeah. So
got to have fuel to make some power.
Yeah, this one here was probably 60% clogged, something like that. So we ended ended up meeting the coolest dude, and we put a video up on the channel of the tour of his shop. But
Is that on Drag Drive Repeat?
yeah, it's on both.
Okay.
Yeah, Drag Drive Repeat's probably the easiest way to find us. Instagram right now for sure, because I'm posting everything on Instagram like a madman, and then we'll edit videos for YouTube too.
Right.
So yeah, he was like, I'm telling you, it's fuel. And we're like, no, it's fine. So in 15 minutes, Justin changed the distributor. Can you see that? I don't know if you see that in the video.
Not easy to get to.
Not at all. Not at all. So Justin changed the distributor. We take it for a drive down the street. Y'all, this guy had, I swear, the biggest dog I've ever seen. It's an Irish Wolfhound. It was this tall.
Awesome.
Like on the back. We were like, oh my God.
That's to protect that badass shop you had in the backyard.
It was nibbling on Justin's ear the whole time he's down there doing the distributor.
I was down there changing it. Next thing I know, look around and hand about that.
He's falling in love with you.
It was great. So yeah, he let us use all of his tools. Let us spend time in his shop and things like that. Gave us a walk around. It was really cool, guys.
Awesome.
So it was worth the 4 hours.
I'm so glad y'all fixed it and got back with us.
Man, me too. Me too.
If I'd have saw y'all on the side of the road, we were all together
Yeah.
and just got kind of separated after Derek from Vice Grip Garage flipped his trailer over, pulling out of a checkpoint, and yard sailed all his contents. And I think he may have dumped methanol. It's like methanol on my truck.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what he had, but anyway, it was the day. Yesterday was the day. And we had a day. We had a night the night before that with another roadster, which you'll see on the channel.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Thanks for talking to us, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Turbo Malibu LS. Check out this gremlin. This thing is a beast. Andy cylinder head wedge motor. One of my favorites. Love little Chevy Love trucks. Get a load of this 55 Chevy. I love this car. It's beautiful. And you have his twin right over here. Mazda, well, LS. That's what's so cool about hot rodding. It doesn't matter what you have. As long as you make it fast and you enjoy it, it's cool. Look at this thing. How awesome. Check out the Spitfire. What's up, guys? LS turbo and a Triumph Spitfire. I mean, it's all motor. That thing's awesome. It's totally awesome. All right, now we go to an Opel. You got to think about this. These guys have already raced in Bradenton, and then drove to Orlando, and then we had to drive from Orlando. Orlando got rained out, unfortunately, and we drove from Orlando through the rain for 2 hours in some serious race cars. Some very roadworthy hot rods and some very serious cars you'd almost never see off a trailer in a normal drag racing scenario. But in this scenario, hook a trailer to it, throw the tools and the gas and the tires in it, and hit the road, Jack. We're on a road trip. Check out the Cadillac. This is one of my favorites. How's it going, guys? It's one of my favorites. Awesome. You may see me in something like that one day. You just might. Chevelle, Cadillac, S10, Tracker. How you doing? Another roots blown mower. Nothing cooler than a roots blower. This El Camino this is how I want to do my El Camino, cage wise and lots of things. Her hatch in the back pops up by remote. Her cargo hatch or contraband hatch or whatever you want to call it right here in the back. It's hydraulically assisted with a push button, so you can store stuff under there. It's a genius idea. That's what I want to do with mine. Cage, you can notice the cage does not go through the glass. It goes under. Beautiful car. It's got an LSA, blown LSA motor in it. Step through the unlimited section. These cars are the baddest of the bad. This right here is your current leader. This one is the lady's dad. I just showed you the purple El Camino.
I didn't get the wrong one. They started doing it a little bit over here.
Excuse me. Mr. Barry changing out the ring and pinion, it looks like.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Taylor's doing maintenance. People get crafty with their drag and drop stuff. You got to come up with a way to haul your stuff, and if you're like us, you haul your stuff and you camp. Kevin Smith, I think. Nah, maybe it's not this one. Oh, look at that. It's Hemi. Hemi headed.
radio and making her through the ride. The problem is it digs away at the rubber on the starting line. If you don't stick after that, it'll create what's known as a bald spot. That's not what you want. You want that stuff to color up. You want rubber on top of it.
Boostmaster, it was Mr. Steve's birthday yesterday. Steve Morris Race Engines.
Straight down the racetrack for bonsai runs. But I'll tell you what, Tom did it right.
Oh, easy.
Wicked little Grand Prix, nitrous motor. Guys, if you have any kind of drag and drive event coming in your area, I definitely suggest going out at least for the day and checking it out. If not, entering. Joining along, you can do, like we're doing Sick Ward because we're not ready to race, and we're following along the same route as all the drivers all week long. It's a load of fun. I'm having a blast. This is my first one. I've been drag racing 30 years, but never done a drag and drive. I always wanted to do a hot rod drag week, never got a chance, and those times have changed. We are getting geared up to do these events. They've got Midwest drags, you've got hot rod drag week, you've got 2 Rocky Mountain race weeks. One of them's actually in the mountains, the other one's kind of a Nebraska, Texas swing type thing. So you got 2 Rocky Mountains, Midwest drags, drag week, Sick week, and I believe there's one in the Carolinas. It's a short version, maybe a weekender type thing. I don't know the details on those, but all right, let's take a stroll through the staging lanes. This is one of the C classes. It's a little bit of the cars that are above 10 seconds, I believe.
First day there at Bradenton, it's like 4 ads, the whole thing. The whole thing is full color pictures back and so go check that out. 20-something down there doing benefits. Don't forget about the e-com tires. They're down there. They got big tires. They got small tires. I'm not really sure if Jason has that clown down there waving.
There's over 500 cars on the property. Over 500 entered at least.
That's right. That's probably one of the nicest Novas that I know that's on the tour. But the only thing is, he says don't look at the bumper. Just don't look at the back of it. I'll never do it. Yeah, no. Don't worry about it. Hey, you can Photoshop that out, right, Mike? That's right. You can Photoshop that out? Yeah. Just 1 minute? He can't hear us. Oh, he can't hear us? Yeah, we can say whatever we want. It's awesome. But no, his dad's driving a Nova. Works for most race work. He does a lot of good stuff on most race work. You want to talk about not working?
This little Gia went in the 10s yesterday, I believe, or Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. On the back one would.
gentleman was camped out. He's known for bringing these old cars. I don't even know what it is. I'll find out some information on it though. And he camps on the side of the road just like we do. We just make it to each track, camp in the parking lot. Look at the size of these headlights. Wooden frame, wooden wheels. And he's driving it 800 miles, camping in it. Awesome. You ever seen a Dodge Charger four-door turn into an El Camino? They make a kit for it. $13.20. I believe that's a Demon. Can't count Reggie. He's about to go out there and do a big ass wheelie, I guarantee you.
What happened to Jason?
I didn't see him run. I don't know what happened to Jason.
He went back to the pit.
Yeah, that is a demon. Spun out of the hole pretty hard, pedaled it, gathered it back up. Not too bad. .83 is not bad. Cadillac. This car's got a clutch pedal in it. .62, I think it's badass. This thing kicked off at 1090, I think, yesterday at 125. It's badass. Look at that little Carmageddon. 1137, 126. Maybe that was a low 11 yesterday. I can't remember. 76.
Everything. We kept it upright.